Hello friends and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone had a good Christmas and we start a brand new year. So with that in mind, I would like to start by suggesting 10 things I would like to see in Humanitz, that new game that's like Project Zomboid. Humanitz is a new early access game that was released in September 2023 by indie developer Humanitz. The first thing that comes to mind is that it's a direct contender to Project Zomboid, but with the Unreal Engine. The devs have said that they are not trying to copy or compete against Project Zomboid, but make Humanitz its own game. It has already seen regular updates in its short time since release, and the dev team are very open to suggestions from the community and take advice and criticism well. There are already a few mods available on the Nexus website, however most are currently cheap mods, and a nude mod, because of course there is.
Sexy boobs.
But I am interested to see this list grow as time goes on. With that said, let's get into the video. One, side quests. Now I am aware that side quests are already on the to-do list and probably already being worked on. However, I have a few ideas on how they could be implemented. While exploring the map, you will randomly come across dead bodies of former survivors that you can loot. You can find notes on them that activate quests like loot stashes or finding items of interest. Are you having trouble finding a dog? Maybe a note will show you the location. Same goes for rare vehicles, weapons or items. Maybe you could get a mission to wipe out a bandit camp, track down a lost survivor or rescue a hostage from bandits that will run away when you untie them. You could also have a specific mission giver that is based at the trader camp to give you rewards based on how difficult the task was. 2. Faction groups. To follow on from having mission givers, there could be faction groups that are either friendly or hostile to you based on how you behave to other survivors. You would need to build up trust to gain favour and unlock missions, unique weapons and clothing types to identify which faction you are a part of. However, if you choose faction A, you will automatically become an enemy to faction B or C and will be unable to get these unique items from the other factions, meaning that you as the player will have to choose carefully which side you want to join. And that means that you may not be able to unlock every item in the game, only specific items attached to which faction you choose. 3. Human companions. We have dog companions, and I hear the devs are working on horse companions too, but it would be nice to find other survivors you can befriend and join your group, allowing you to give them instructions like farming, stand guard while you sleep, look for food, cut down trees, etc. All the things to help you survive. However, there should be a cap on how many companions you're allowed to have so the game doesn't become too easy. An addition to this would be to include voiced dialogue from either real voice actors or AI voices from programs like 11 Labs or other AI text-to-voice generator programs. Being able to talk to people and have multiple choice dialogue responses could either make or break a potential new companion. Later down the line, there could be a stress level added to the group, so if your companion's needs are not fulfilled, they will slowly become grumpy, will consider leaving the group, or may even become hostile towards you. I appreciate that integrating a system like this is extremely script heavy and could take a long time to program, but it would add an amazing new layer to those playing the single player mode of the game. 4. More gore. Currently, killing zombies is pretty basic. You shoot them in the head and their head pops, or you can kick or perform a takedown, but it would be nice to see some dynamic damage such as limb dismemberment, blood pooling, squib decals, and even blood trails for when you get wounded. Include a more in-depth medical system where you have to treat bullet wounds or open cuts, more diseases, and a limp animation for when your character's health drop below 25%. 5. Become a zombie. When you see the mobile trader die to zombies, it would be nice to see him reanimate as a zombie himself. Same for the player. This is the zombie apocalypse after all. If infected by a zombie bite, you would have a limited amount of time before you die and become a zombie yourself. But if you can get a rare vaccine from airdrops or medical locations that are guarded by groups of enemy bandits or lots of zombies, this would again create a whole new challenge to the game. 6. returning power to the city. This could technically be considered a quest, but if there is a substation or power station included to the map, you could fix it and restore power, allowing you to turn on lights, use ovens, microwaves, and even turn on TVs where you could watch news reports explaining the lore of the outbreak and even the slow decline of society as the apocalypse progresses. There could be a whole number of things that we could use power for, to include other things in the game. 7. More CB radio interactions. Currently the CB radio is only used to call in the mobile trader or hostile AI if you fail the radio call. This could be expanded for other uses like tuning in to radio stations, contacting other AI survivors, or even directing airdrops from the helicopter. 8. More customizable options. Some people just prefer the zombie experience, so it would be nice to turn off zombie dogs and special infected and just have the slow Romero walking zombies. Customise the game how you like to have it, it's nice to have options. 9. More vehicles. We already have a nice selection of vehicles in game, but we could include motorbikes, mountain bikes and boats too, include some islands to explore. I think helicopters may be a bit too far, as nobody can just jump into a helicopter and fly it away. 10. More craftables. I'm already certain the crafting tree is going to be expanded, but it's always handy to ask. Maybe add some more animations to crafting and cooking so it's not all seen in a menu panel. Attention to detail makes all the difference. And there it is, that is my 10 suggestions I've come up with. I will be honest, I was actually struggling to think of any more to include because the game is already very charming as it is, and I have full confidence that the dev team have the right attitude to make this game even better with their own ideas. That and the modding option already open means that pretty soon this game will just keep getting better. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and consider subscribing. If not, well, I thank you for making it this far. My name is Alpha Gamer, and I will see you next time.